Fan weather. A summertime shower thunderstorm possible throughout the day today and tonight. Partly sunny most of the day, partly to mostly cloudy overnight. The high temperature near 88, the low about 72. Isolated showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday. Typical summer weather. It'll be partly to mostly sunny Thursday and Friday, and the high each day near 90. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. Schools have been closed in parts of the Paris region as France bakes under a record-breaking heatwave. Over 7,500 refugees have fled violence in DRC into neighbouring Uganda since the start of June. A bill containing billions of dollars in aid for the southern U.S. border has been approved by Democrats in the U.S. House of Representatives, and U.S. Special Counsel Robert Mueller's agreed to testify about his report into Russian interference in the 2016 election.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Wabila Jones, and my special guest today is Mr. Cornelius Moore from the Kappa Alpha Psi, or the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. And so today we're going to be talking about the Gears Foundation Incorporated Black and White Scholarship Gala. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right. So let's get started with the date, time, and location. Then we'll get into the details about what this event is all about.
Absolutely. Yes, it is that time again. It seemed like we just had the second annual just a little while ago, but
Wow.
and now here we are at the third. So we're excited about this year's gala. It's going to be July the 13th.
Okay.
This year. It's going to start at 7 o'clock. Usually we start around about that time, 7 o'clock. And the same location for those of you that participated with us on last year and enjoyed yourself last year. It's at the ASU Cooper Alumni Center,
Okay.
right across from the First National Bank Arena, campus of ASU. And so it's a really nice venue, and it's going to be another night of elegance and achievement. That's kind of our tag. And so, yeah, we're really excited about this year. Some special things are going to happen that particular night that, that we're really excited about. So hopefully we get to talk about that too.
All right. So you mentioned that this is your third year.
Yes.
All right. So tell us, what was the vision behind starting the scholarship gala? And I'm going to call it gala, so anybody correct me fine. Whatever.
Gala. Yeah, the vision behind it. Well, as you may know, that we're partnering with the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi right now. It's a separate entity. And also the Leadership Development League, known as Kappa League, Jonesboro Kappa League. We have those young men that are going through leadership training, and they're going off to college and assuming all of the responsibilities of higher education costs and associated with that. And even those that are not going to higher education, they're going to a military, they may be going to start their careers, a job right out of high school, which is absolutely fine, or a trade school. We want to offer any kind of resource or financial assistance to make that happen. Of course, we send them through the Kappa League Leadership Development Program just to give them additional training and things like that before they go into the real world. And so upon completing that, we will be in position to give them scholarship to pursue those dreams. And so that's kind of how the Gears Foundation started, with the 501c3 to get the sponsorships from the community and from corporate America to help us in those endeavors. And more than just that, we have some goals in mind where we put on these events to have to raise money to do certain things in the community, which we can talk about that as well. Okay. But initially, back in 2017, in May of 2017, we incorporated, and that just took us to the next level. So that we can do more with these young men.
All right. So, again, if anyone would like to learn more about the Gears Foundation Incorporated, you do have a Facebook page.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so go to their Facebook page and support, share everything that you see there, and support these young people that are doing wonderful things. Even though the alumni chapter are the leaders, you are still letting them have some of the lead.
Yes, some, but not all. Since it is a separate entity from Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, we just want to make sure that we have a broad spectrum of community support. So we have board members that live that were affected by Dr. Gaines in some kind of way as far as his leadership and his tutorial. They've gone on to their own careers, so they may stay out of state or whatever the case, and so they're still giving back under that umbrella. So there's not all Kappas that are in the leadership, but we do have some that are that are in leaderships.
All right, and we definitely have to give round of applause, shout out to Dr. Gaines.
Absolutely.
Anyone who's ever read his story, heard his story, or just had an encounter with him, how valuable he is to this community and why this is so important to support all of these different events that you all are hosting.
Absolutely.
In his honor.
He's a huge support.
And if you ever talk to him or meet him, he's very humble, and I love that about him.
Absolutely.
All right, so for this year's event, do you already have the recipients selected?
We do, and this is the difference with this particular year versus the previous two. We were in our building phase, of course, and getting everything off the ground and launched. And now this year we'll be able to award our first scholarships to our high school seniors that just graduated back in May. And so Dr. Gaines will be awarding these young men. So this is a very momentous occasion for it's going to be the highlight of what we've been planning is for him to hand off those awards. And so a lot of time and hard work has gone into making sure we are in position to do just that. And I like to thank the community for coming out, and every time you've supported the Gears Foundation, you are responsible for helping us to put these scholarships in the hands of these well-deserved young men.
I want to throw this plug out there. You don't have to wait for a special event to support them. They have a Cash App and PayPal, or you may know one of the members. So show your support any random time of the year. Absolutely.
I appreciate that plug too. We definitely need it. We got some awesome things, that the foundation, anybody would know. In order to do a lot, you have to have your paperwork, you have to have all your legitimacy in place. And so getting the foundation, getting it incorporated and all that, it's just broaden our horizon on what we can really get done in the community of Jonesboro for these young men. And so they're even excited about it.
Awesome, and I'm sure that your leadership is planting those seeds within them that's going to help them to become successful and efficient in every aspect of their lives as they continue to grow.
Absolutely.
And maybe move away from here, whatever they choose to do with their life.
Absolutely. And we even encourage them to stay connected even once they go, and so that way they can give back. And so just creates that culture of giving back to what has given to you.
That's awesome. So let's get into the event and the prices now. There's a fee, so and the fee goes right back into the organization, so you can continue to do the work that you do.
Right.
So let's talk about how much it costs per person or groups or all those details.
Okay, right now we have the early bird special going on right now. The individual ticket is only $25, and the couple ticket is actually $45.
Okay.
Right, and if you would like to purchase a table, that is $350 for your party, and we may be able to do an early bird for even a table purchase if you can communicate to me or reach out to me. We may be able to show you some love or something like that, but definitely want to get those RSVP. You definitely want to do that. I am actually meeting with my caterer in about 25-30 minutes, and so
get your reservation.
Right, get your RSVP in, because I'm telling you, this meal that you're going to experience this year, it's going to be amazing. And it's not going to be just the regular green beans, chicken, and mashed potatoes and a garden salad. I'm telling you, it's going to be a really nice meal.
Can get a hint of anything?
Oh no hints.
I
Just
tried,
trust me. I told you what it's not.
Okay.
So just know that you're not getting the the typical after church service with the corn green bean. No, I'm playing with stuff. But we're definitely going to have some really nice options on the menu. So definitely come out and get that. So, but you have to RSVP now by July the 1st, because I have to turn those numbers in. Okay. And I would hate to have you sitting there watching us as we, because I'm telling you.
Okay.
But yes.
All right, so let's get into some of the details. Besides the fine dining, there will be live entertainment and giveaway. So, can you at least tell us who's providing some entertainment?
Oh yes. So we had a live band. We had I think it was 5-piece band last year, and we're getting them back again this year. And so it's gonna be. Oh man, it's gonna be really nice to hear your favorite hits playing, from an actual band, and then. After the live entertainment has, really taken us to that level, DJ Leganzi is going to finish us off. Yes, absolutely. So he's going to open the dance floor up. He did for us last year as well, and he told me I had just as much fun as everybody else did. Okay. And so DJ Leganzi's always been our DJ from way back at ASU, so it just befitting that we use him. And he's always supported the Gears Foundation from the get-go, so most definitely appreciate him.
You can give a shout out to Kato Wonder on the
Yeah, that's it, Kato Wonder, yes.
All right, so after you all be all fancy and be, prim and proper, then you come let your hair down, have a little fun.
Right.
Okay, so come on out. That is worth coming out for regardless.
Absolutely.
And then just to see these young men receive their awards. So do the recipients even have a clue who they are?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so
it's because they've been working diligently to make sure they met the requirement. The requirement of the keeper. We had two scholarship awards that we give with the Gears Foundation. One is the highest award is the Keepers of the Dream scholarship, and then the second award is the Gear Up Resources scholarship as well. And so they come with their own set of requirements and expectations that they must meet, and a lot of that comes with going through the Capital Leadership Development League. Okay. And so that just keeps the accountability in place. And so and we make sure that they are fulfilling that throughout the year. They are aware of what they need to do. Okay. So that by the time it's time to apply, for that, then we already have their information. So,
well, let's talk about the Kappa League and the growth you have seen with these young men, from the ones from the beginning to the end that have actually completed all the programs, all the steps, that are still, I guess, hanging around and being a part of the organization. Tell us what have you witnessed, and then also how does it make you feel, to see the growth in these young men?
Really, to see the young men come through this program, and I know the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi, Jonesboro alumni, I know they can attest to this. Those that have really been hands-on with the Kappa League program, they've seen from all the way back to Alpha class. And those young men, we still keep in contact with them. Even those that have moved to other states and other areas, we've kept in contact with them, and they're still considered Kappa League. It's just because they graduated doesn't mean that they're no longer Kappa League. They are members of Jonesboro Kappa League, and the thing with that is, when we started, we didn't have any resources, we didn't have anything, and so with your support, and the community really supporting these events that we have, we can go back, and those that have achieved back in Alpha class and Beta class, Gamma class, that we weren't in a position to give scholarships at that time, we may be able to go back and give them some really support them, because some are in college and some are working and things of that nature, but just going through that program and meeting that criteria that's set, now we may be able to go back and take care of that. So that's why I'm excited about where we are now. We're in a really good position, and we're just growing, and so we definitely want to support those young men that have stuck with us while we were in a growing phase.
All right, now as the young men, I hate to say like age out, but they age out of high school.
Yes.
And they're still part of the organization. Do you foresee adding some leadership roles for those that either are still here or want to come back and be more involved with the Kappa League, and more specifically with the newer ones that are coming in?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you brought that up, because what happens, we just inducted in the Delta class about a month or so ago. We inducted about 16 young men, and those that actually graduated, we had 5 to graduate. Okay. And those that are going to remain and go to ASU or either work in the area, they were promoted to Kappa League mentor. And so, and we changed their ties to reflect the promotion. And so now they're going to help navigate those new young men through the program, because they have the first-hand experience on the expectations. And so it just kind of creates that leadership, because that's what we're about, leadership development. And so it immediately puts them in a position to learn how to lead. And so they're excited about that, and I'm excited about it too, because it really teaches them some of those life skills that are going to transcend beyond the program.
It is so amazing, and I definitely want, while we're on the air, give you thanks, shout out, round of applause for allowing your young men to help us at our last Juneteenth event.
Oh, absolutely. We're excited about that.
I was expecting them to come. They had on polo shirts and khakis.
Now
moving tables. I'm like, look at these young men.
Absolutely. Now you know how we do it. Come on now.
Okay. And I'm sure they worked up a good sweat.
Oh no, they made sure that they didn't work. I mean, they did the work, but not sweating. You got to teach them how to sweatless victory.
Okay. They glisten instead
of look glisten. Yeah, that's it.
Well, we definitely appreciate them.
Thanks for having us.
And I hope that maybe they learn. I don't say learn. Maybe they interacted with others, leaders in the community, and hopefully they picked up a few things here and there.
Absolutely. And if I can add, even more so to why we're doing what we do, one of the goals that we have for the foundation is to purchase a facility, an achievement facility. Can we talk about that?
Go ahead.
Okay. And that's why we want to help these young men. That's why we are doing what we're doing, to really push them out front in the community. It's because in this achievement facility, it'll go to literacy, financial literacy. It'll go towards life skills. We'll have the kitchen in there. We'll teach them how to cook. I've heard some young men, I don't know how to iron, so we're going to teach them how to iron their clothes, make sure they don't come out wrinkled. And so all of these things we'll teach in-house, firsthand, hands-on. Men teaching other young men how to really take care of themselves, take care of their households. And so this is why we're going hard. This is why we're pushing and pushing.
Come on, Jonesboro.
Yeah, come on, Jonesboro.
Let's get behind this organization.
Absolutely.
Now, if one of your alumni chapter members needs lessons in alterations and seamstress,
Absolutely.
I'll help them on the side so they can teach the young.
They need to know how to button, put buttons back on their jackets. Sew a button on. It's more than just tying ties. It's we get to the tying of the ties and things of that nature, but there's so much more out there that they can learn. And, how to fix flats, how to it's limitless on what skills they need to learn just in everyday life.
One thing I love about what you said as we get ready to wrap up soon is you're teaching them skills and you're removing the gender factor.
Absolutely.
In our society, we collectively, and maybe not in just United States, around the world, we have genderfied every single thing almost. And okay, I'm trying to fix this.
Just go ahead and say it because it's the truth.
When it comes to occupations, I'm going to say it that way. When it comes to occupations, there shouldn't always be a gender. They shouldn't be gender specific. Men should cook and clean. Women can do mechanic work or whatever the case, So I'm happy that you all are breaking down those stereotypes and stigmas. And
absolutely,
they're going to start getting these hands on. But first, y'all need a bigger space.
And we do.
So, Community of Jonesboro, step up and help these people out. We have a shout out this morning. Good morning to Shamal Carter and Miss Jackie Denise Gorham. And Jackie says, excellent, Indy. Is there a way to give to Gears? Yes, ma'am, it is. If you're unable to attend the scholarship gala, yes, ma'am, there is a way to give. So before we get out of here, go ahead and give that information.
Absolutely. So if you just cannot attend the gala, I would be so sad. But just in case you cannot, you can donate to the Gears. The Cash App, the Gears 2017, or the Gears Foundation PayPal account at the Gears Foundation at gmail.com. You can donate at any one of those places, or you can see myself. You can reach out to me. I can direct you and how to get that done. But most definitely, if you cannot attend, we still would love for you to support the Gears Foundation in our endeavors.
All right, so in the last 2 minutes, go ahead and give them the date, time, location, and run through the prices again.
All right, Northeast Arkansas, the time 2019 Gears Foundation Black Tie Scholarship Gala is July the 13th at 7 p.m. at the Arkansas State University Cooper Alumni Center. That's right across from the First National Bank Arena and right behind the Centennial Bank Football Stadium. So come out and have a good time.
All right, get all dressed up or gussied up.
I'm going to pick up my tux.
All right. So this is tux.
Well, for me, I'm going
for
to
you.
Cordea's
got to go.
Well, hey, I got to do me.
So get your diamonds and pearls.
Right, that's it.
Satin and silk and whatever else you got going on.
Right.
And as I'm not a rapper, but get your nails did, get your hair did.
All right. Yeah, come on out.
All right, so Cornelius, we thank you so very much.
Thank you.
And we thank the entire Kappa Jonesboro alumni and Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Thank you all for all the work that you do and for the leadership that you're pouring into these young men in the
Most
Kappa
definitely.
League.
Thank you.
We will be looking forward to more work from y'all in the community.
All right, shout out to the brothers of Jonesboro Alumni Chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi, yo.
All right, thank you so very much for joining us this morning. Again, you can find information about the Achievement Gala, Black and White Scholarship Gala, on the Gears Foundation Facebook page or the Kappa League Facebook page, or reach out to someone you know from
Yeah, reach out to
All right.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Community of Jonesboro. Thank you, Cornelius. And thank you all for supporting Kelly K. We are your community radio station. We could not do what we do without you. And we want to make more partnerships out there. So keep in touch. And thank you all. Today's an abbreviated show. So enjoy the gospel mixes after the announcements. Have a great and blessed day, everybody.